Okay, this section is going to be shorter than what you're used to. I do want you to read chapter 14 in Bouchon. That'll help you understand the material. Also, take a look at your Carter book in the introduction, chapter 1. We'll be covering that a little bit later, but you need to have a general foundation as to what we're talking about. So with computers and medical imaging, there are many things that have changed over the years. So between 1970 and 1990s, digital computerization of CT and ultrasound has made huge advancements for CT and ultrasound, everything within diagnostic radiology. So MRI has just scratched the surface on what it can do with the faster chips and processors. We're able to do CT. Now there's volume CT compared to single slice CT that took about 3-4 minutes for each image to process, and now it comes up faster than our eye can even see. Very exciting. So computers have made the difference within radiology. So we went from film to a filmless system where it's all computers that are controlling everything that we do and making our life so much easier. So the two principal parts of a computer is the hardware and the software, and the hardware is everything about the computer that is visible. So the CPU, all the little devices within it. The software is the computer program that tells the hardware what to do and how to store and manipulate the data. The parts of a computer, so there's the input, so there's the keyboard, the mouse, the trackball, joystick, pen, touchpad, whatever you're using to put the information into the system. There's the source data entry, so the scanner, the imaging system, the voice, the processing, so the CPU, the memory, and the storage. There's the binary system that the computer software uses. It uses 0 through 9 in binary notation, so there's bits. A bit is a single binary digit, so it's a 0 or a 1. Bytes are often grouped into bunches of 8 bits. So computer capacity is expressed by the number of bytes that can be accomplished. So 1 kilobyte is equal to 24 bytes. It's represented by 2 to the power of 10. It's a little bit different than using what we do for KVP, where we talk about kilobytes. This is a little bit different. So if you read in Bouchon in chapter 14, it explains how this information is stored. So the computer software is depending on the computer configuration. So 2 bytes is usually constitutes a word. Half a byte is called a nibble, and 2 words is called a chomp. So different language there if you hear that around. You don't need to know that for your national exam, but I just thought it was interesting. So the sequence of instructions developed by the software programmer, there's 2 types. There's system software, which consists of programs that make it easy for the user to operate the computer to its best advantage. And there's application programs, so it's written in a higher level language expressed to carry out some user function. There's a lot of different computer languages. There's C, C++, there's Windows, and there's Visual Basic Windows. All of these different types of language depending on what computer you have and what systems you're running. So the components, there's a central processing unit, so the primary element that allows the computer to manipulate data and carry out software instructions. And microcomputers is called microprocessors. CPUs consist of a control unit and a algorithmic over logic unit, which is called the ALU. So it's connected by a bus. Control tells the computer how to carry out the software instructions. So the control unit directs the data to the ALU or its memory. It also controls the data transfer between the main memory and the input of the output hardware. So the ALU performs algorithmic or logic calculations. Primary holds the reset until they can transfer to a memory and control the speed of the operations. So the memory, it is distinguished from the storage by its function. So the memory is active, where storage is archival. The main memory is the working storage of the computer. So secondary storage, the most common that you're familiar with are CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray discs, hard disks, and flash drives. So this is the basics of the computer and the hardware, the software hardware that I want you to be familiar with for this week. Next week we're going to dive in a little bit deeper. We're going to go into computed radiography, and we're going to talk about how computed radiography works. So this week is light. Next week we pick it up and really move forward.